Now, whether you're invested in Shiba Inu coin, Terra Luna Classic, or you've got yourself some Bitcoin, there could be a very major catalyst on the horizon here coming up within the next month that could send prices lower. And I want to talk about it because it's not something that has to do with inflation. That's coming out tomorrow. It's not something that has to do with another cryptocurrency exchange right now. It doesn't have to do with the cryptocurrency exchange. It's not something that has to do with Russia or Ukraine or anything like that. It has everything to do with Mt. Gox. Now, if you guys are unfamiliar with the story, we're going to go over it. We're going to go over a little bit of a summary here, what's going on, and why we could see prices moving lower as soon as next month. So if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. I'm here to make 2022 the best year ever. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Join us, become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. And look, if you're brand new to investing, you don't know how or where to buy stocks in crypto, you got a link in the description below for Webull. It is super simple to set up your account. Any deposit, you guys are getting 6 free stocks. $1 crypto trade, you're getting $5 in free crypto. Yeah, so you can choose between Bitcoin, Ethereum, Shiba Inu coin, all of the favorites that are out there. So make sure to check that out, guys. But you need to know and be aware of what's going on right now, and it has to do with Mt. Gox. Okay? If you're unfamiliar with this story, there was this exchange that was basically dealing in 70+% of all of the crypto volume that was taking place roughly 7-8 years ago. And that's the major exchange that is out there. And this is before Bitcoin was mainstream and everybody just had it on their phones and so on. This goes way back 8+ years. And what was happening, what happened was Mt. Gox filed bankruptcy, saying that they had lost roughly 850, I believe, thousand Bitcoin at that point in time. Now, we know that the price was much lower then, but in today's dollars, that's tens of billions of dollars in Bitcoin that was lost or stolen. So what was happening, we don't need to go into detail and how everything was taking place and everything like that, but what was happening is basically somebody, whether it was an inside job, outside job, who knows, somebody was scamming the customer service at Mt. Gox and basically withdrawing accounts twice. Now, clearly, if you withdraw money and then you withdraw it again, it's going to lead to a lot of money being laundered or stolen to the tune of roughly 850,000 Bitcoin. Now, because this happened, Mt. Gox filed bankruptcy, and because it's been 8 years, everybody out there wrote off their losses, thinking they would never see their Bitcoin again. But welcome to 2022, ladies and gentlemen. We have just seen that Mt. Gox has made the announcement that roughly 137,000 Bitcoin, that's roughly $3 billion worth of Bitcoin in today's dollars, will be released back to customers as early as next month. Now, how does this affect your Shiba Inu coin? How does this affect your Terra Luna Classic? How does this affect your Bitcoin or the overall cryptocurrency market? Let's think about this in a couple different ways. This is going to be 137,000 Bitcoin flooding the market to customers who, one, may not even know that they have those Bitcoin anymore. That, two, completely wrote those losses off. That as it was happening 8 years ago. And three, the value of Bitcoin now is so much greater than it was back then that we are going to see people tempted to sell off their Bitcoin. Imagine if you had an account, forgot about that account, and all of a sudden that account was restored and you were set to receive these Bitcoin that you didn't even know you had, potentially valued above $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 worth in your account. You are very likely, knowing that the price of Bitcoin now is $20,000 and could have been $50 when you were buying it 8+ years ago, you are very likely to cash out. Now, I am sure that some people will hold their Bitcoin, and I am sure some people will not even know that they have access to their accounts, and I am sure some people will continue to believe in the future of Bitcoin. But imagine your money locked up, untouchable, for 8 years. You are likely to get out of Dodge as soon as you have access to it. Sell that off and move on, not trusting Mt. Gox anymore, not trusting your custody with anybody anymore. So what happens? Let's go over some best case and worst case scenarios here, because I don't honestly think that the worst case scenarios are going to be that bad. 137,000 Bitcoin sounds like a lot, and it is. $3 billion is a very large amount. But let's put it in perspective. Let's say, worst case scenario, every single person that had Bitcoin or had their investments with Mt. Gox sells their coins when they're given them. Let's say 137,000 Bitcoin flood the market. What happens in a situation like that? Well, yes, there will be downward pressure on the price of Bitcoin. There will be downward pressure on the overall cryptocurrency market. There will be declines in price. But to put it in perspective, Bitcoin had roughly $26 billion in volume in the last 24 hours. Guys, Bitcoin can swallow a $3 billion sell-off. Bitcoin can absolutely handle that. It sounds like a lot in comparison to all of these other coins. I mean, imagine if Shiba Inu coin hit a $3 billion sell-off and was 50% of all the coins available. That would be a very large sell-off, and it would be detrimental to the price of Shiba Inu coin. But Bitcoin trading around $380 billion right now, $26 billion in volume in the last 24 hours, it will be able to stomach, even if every single person that receives from Mt. Gox sells their Bitcoin. Bitcoin will be able to stomach that and handle it and continue moving on. It'll be a little blip. Yes, it will be a sell-off, but just even if they sell it all in the same day. I mean, imagine if these people spread it out, if they receive their Bitcoin and they hold it a day, 2 days, a week, and so on. I'm talking every single Bitcoin being sold on the same day would be a $3 billion sell order in the sea of a $26 billion 24-hour volume. So a lot of people are going to make a lot about this. Yes, it can affect the price to the downside, but when you put it in perspective of how big Bitcoin is and how big the cryptocurrency market has grown to over the last 8 years, I do believe that it's something that we can handle and that's not going to be detrimental to the overall crypto market. I think the biggest thing plaguing crypto right now are the centralized exchanges that are closing up shop, the crypto hedge funds, where these guys are disappearing into the night. Nobody can find them, and they're running away with our money. That is the biggest thing plaguing crypto right now. I think this Mt. Gox thing it's going to be good because these people are at least getting something back that they had in their accounts. They did nothing wrong, and think about that. Their assets, $3 billion worth of assets, and I'm sure they had more that was stolen. $3 billion worth of assets frozen for 8 years. I mean, it's incredible to think that they're even getting that back at this point, but it is, it's something to keep on your radar. So as early as August, we will begin to see customers' accounts having those Bitcoin in them, and they will be able to sell them. So it's, guys, worst case scenario, it still doesn't seem that bad when you put it in perspective. I want to know what you guys think, though. Do you think this is going to be just a little blip, or do you think that this is going to be a major waterfall and we start to sell off the side of a cliff? Let us know in the comments below. If this button right here is still red, make sure to click it, subscribe to the channel, join us, become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. You got ClayBro883 on Twitter and Instagram, getting 6 free stocks on Webull, and until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.